I know you don't want to hear it, but I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news. It's getting around time for back to school. So get your teacher hat on, get your smile on, and let's get ready to get pumped up to welcome those babies back. So before we go back to school, as teachers, whether we're new or veterans, here's some things that we want to make sure that we do. Hi, I'm the one that she's with 2Q Classrooms, and today we're going to talk about prepping for back to school. So let's get right into this video. First suggestion for all my teacher friends is to sit down, take a moment, and do a goal list. Figure out the things that you want to accomplish for this school year. Like, last year I had a bunch of goals that I went over about making sure that I got to work on time, went home on time, didn't bring work home. So you want to stop, take a moment, and think about what your main goals for this year are for yourself and how you plan to accomplish them. I know for me, again, a lot of mine are going to be the same about getting to work on time, leaving work on time, leaving work at work. So I also have some things that I would like to accomplish, and I have to figure out a way to get those done. So my suggestion for you is, as we approach back to school, plan so you don't have to plan later, or figure out how you're going to, have your escape plan for your escape room. The old saying goes, failure to plan is planning to fail. So go ahead and begin to plan out your year. Plan out some things that are just going to be your norms so that you don't get stressed out as the school year progresses. Begin to adjust your bedtime. Time to stop watching all that Netflix and Hulu and go to bed. Go ahead and start back going to bed on time if at all possible. But I know it can be a little hard, especially with summer. So my suggestion is start moving that bedtime up about 20 or 30 minutes each night for the 2 weeks leading up into time to get back in your building. That way it won't be such a shock to your body as you do it. So adjust that bedtime. Make sure you're doing that planner. Make sure that you begin to declutter. And I say declutter, I'm not just talking to you, but I'm talking to myself, because I do have a problem with hoarding stuff, school stuff. Oh, that looks great, I need it, I'll just keep it. And I do keep it, but you need to go through and prune your teacher drawer, your teacher desk, whatever it is that you use. Even if you're doing homeschool, go through and see what you've used or you're not going to use and throw it away, so that you can let new supplies in. This was something I had to learn about hoarding things, because as you can tell, I'm a veteran teacher. I've been teaching quite a while. And so it's very hard for us to get supplies, to get items. And so when we got them, I learned that we had to hold on to them. But things are changing. Things are more digital. So you don't really have to keep all those piles and piles and stacks of papers and copies like you used to. You can get one good copy, make it digital, and you can easily access it from your jump drive, hard drive, put it in the cloud, whatever it is you need to do. But go ahead and declutter. Start throwing away those old papers. Start cleaning up your desk. Start cleaning up your room. Now, my boss is different. She made us do all that before we left for summer break. So I don't really have a lot to clean. I just have to go back and put some things out. So declutter, plan, go to bed. If you happen to already have your school roster, go ahead and check and see who your students are. That way you can begin planning. I would go ahead and do some checks on them. If they've already been in my building, I might want to ask some of my fellow teachers, how does this child learn best? What do they do? Of course, you're going to do your interest inventory. So make sure you're getting that ready. But I will go ahead and do some asking, some checking, check their CUME folder, see if it's anything pertinent in there like allergies, family dynamics, anything that you need to know. Get your contact information sheet ready. Get that ready so you can begin contacting your parents. Some teachers like to wait until the parent-teacher night. Some teachers do it a little early. My suggestion is go ahead and reach out to your parents about a week before school starts. If you have those emails and addresses, that way you can see if you have the right email address and phone number. And if you don't, that way your parents can begin making corrections. I'm not big on the ask the teacher next door about the child, and then that way I already form an opinion of the child. What I'm saying is see what strategies they use to get this child to learn. It may be something you need to know, but don't give a child a negative. Basically, I'm saying don't form a bad opinion of a child before you meet them, okay? Because it's been my experience over the years that sometimes students that don't do well with Miss So-and-so will do just fine with me. It's all a personality thing. But go ahead and begin making those contacts, begin reaching out to your parents, begin to see if there are any allergies, anything that you need to know about your students that can help make or break your school year. Don't forget to give this video a like, a thumbs up, to subscribe, and to follow me for more teaching tips and hacks. Welcome to Back to School. So let's get right back into this video. Check your district policies. Make sure you know what the rules are if you're new at a school. If you're old at the school, I would still double check because things do tend to change from year to year. Find out if something new has happened. Find out about the dress code. Find out about the social media policy. Oh my goodness, you'll be surprised at what some social media policies are. So make sure you, to protect yourself, go ahead and start to brush up on those. Another thing that you're going to want to do as we approach back to school is put some systems in place for you. Make yourself a priority. So what I'm saying is mental health, self-care, self-love. Find ways that you can prevent teacher burnout. I know we're talking about back to school. I know it's the first of school. But we all know that when the crunch gets going and things get to happening, it can get frustrating. So already get your support systems, your decompressing, your systems for decompressing. Get everything you're going to need in place so you know where you could go if you need help or if you need to talk to somebody. If you need to just do a journal, you're doing a gratitude journal or just a personal journal or whatever it is that you're going to do, make sure you do that. If you have a teacher buddy, sort of talk to her so she can help. You have somebody to lean on, somebody to help hold you accountable for leaving that paperwork on those desks and going home on time. Like I've been telling you, also hold you accountable for getting work in, for whatever it is you need. Get your budget system going. Get yourself together before school starts. So these were just some quick tips on what you could do for back to school. And I'll see you guys in the next video.